Hello, everybody. It is great to be here one more time today. My name is Gary Fowler, and I'm the CEO, president, and founder of GSD, Get You Done Venture Studios, a premier AI and quantum venture studio located in the heart of Silicon Valley. I'm a 17-time serial entrepreneur with several unicorns under the belt. I was on the original management team at Click Software, which is sold to Salesforce for 1.35 billion. Also, Eva.ai, an AI HR tech company that I co-founded with Dr. David Yang. We believe at GSD that intellectual capacity is evenly spread, but opportunities are not. So, with that, I'd like to have an interesting guest today with a pre-seed startup. Imri Shifman is a founder and CEO of Babalata, and it's a groundbreaking gamified savings app that's revolutionizing how young people 12 to 25 build smarter financial habits. Oh, I wish I would have had that when I was a kid. By blending AI, financial education, and irresistible rewards, Babalata makes money by saving people and creating social excitement and fun. So stay tuned for this edition, and I'll be talking to Imri right now. Hi, Imri. How you doing today?
Hello, how are you? Thank you for having me.
So, Imri, welcome to the show. Are you from Miami originally, or where are you from?
So originally I'm from Israel. I grew up and born in a really small city in Israel, in South Israel, and I moved to Florida a year ago.
Oh, that's interesting because a few months ago I was invited to a party with Naftali Bennett, who's a former
Really?
prime minister, and I didn't realize he was from New Jersey. And he's a tech entrepreneur too. He's a really nice guy. Had a good time with him. We
Yeah.
do a lot of work in Israel. By the way, GSD today is in 73 countries around the world, and we have 180 companies inside of our portfolio. So, could you start by telling me a little bit about your background and what inspired you to launch the company? Why did you want to focus on this financial aspect and the gamification?
Yeah. So as I said, I born and grew up in Israel. My background is not actually in the fintech world. I came from the music industry. I used to do sound for many artists in Israel, manage productions, teams, projects, a lot of things in the music industry.
Now,
And
did you meet a lot of exciting people?
yeah, a lot of.
Did you ever meet Gal Gadot, the woman who played Wonder Woman? There's
Gal Gadot specifically not, but many singers in Israel that every Israeli guy knows. So that
wow,
that was my coworkers.
that's
Yeah.
great. That's super. So you did that, and what? So you got into music. What made you decide to get in the financial side of it and gamification?
So I think this idea came from really general conversation between me and my family when I was 20, and I told them like we talk about how we can manage money in a better way, how we can be more consistent and committed to our financial goals, and that's how Babalata came up, and that's how I start to design the idea and make it to be an actual business. And yeah, like every good story, it starts kind of by mistake. So
Wow, that's amazing.
yeah.
And you haven't raised money, so have you been funding the company?
So until now, I found it by myself. I raised like my own money, but now we looking for hire another team, developing team, marketing, and make it go to launch. And that's the goal for now. We have a strong CTO with many years as a technical and manager and in the in the fintech and startup industry. We have the whole team that we already built, and we're looking for a start. We're looking for make it happen.
Yeah, that's great. So you transitioned from being a live sound engineer to founding a fintech startup. How was your previous experience? How has that influenced your entrepreneurial journey?
So I love to split my work on Babalata to two parts. So when I was 20, now I'm 26, but when I was 20, I started to do research about this world to understand how things work, what is the regulation here and in the beginning in Israel, but then in America, and understand how it's work and if there is any possibility for this business. um, but when I decided that I want to move to America, that was part of the decisions that I take. It's that I'm gonna make Babalata happen and happen in the biggest way I can do in America. And so I work on Babalata as a business for 6 months with research of a few years. So yeah, it's
So,
about learning, and now we're ready enough to make it happen.
so what exactly is Babalata, and how does your gamified approach to savings set it apart for some of the other financial apps that are out there today?
So I will start with the name because many people don't really know what is mean Babalata. So Babalata,
Babalata. Babalata is Indian summer.
it's it's two words in Hebrew that we combine to one, ba and balata. Balata it's mean tile, and babalata means under the tile, which means save your money under the tiles. Babalata.
Now
Um,
that's interesting because in Russian we would say Babalata was like Indian summer. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if it's just how that where the word came from, but that's what interesting. So, and how does it? How do you are you set apart from other financial apps out there? What makes you so different?
so I think most of I don't like to say all of, but most of the platform, the financial platform that doing saving, investing, all the world that you need to save your money or invest it, they work with adults. They work with people that have enough money. They can save large amount of money, and no one really talk about the young people. Even the platforms that talk to young people, they talk mostly to families, and no one put the young people, the kids that just got the debit card or just opened the account in the front. And that's what Babalata gonna do. We're going to put the young people in the center. We're gonna talk his language. We're gonna use all the tools that he already familiar with, like AI and technology, community, gamification. We're gonna build the platform that every young people and every adult will feel the most comfortable to use, and it will be easy, it will be fun, it will be Babalata.
That's great. And how does Babalata incorporate AI to enhance user experience? And more importantly, how are you going to make it sticky, make it so people engage with it?
So I think the power with work and developed AI, it's the power that learn about what your user like and engage him on the way that good for him and fit for him. So the platform and like the overall in Babalata, it's going to be kind of same, but we will know how to recommend, gives tips to the users on the way that will be fit exactly for them. And this power going to make us give each user the feeling that we talk exactly to him, we know exactly what he need, and let him feel most comfortable as we can.
Oh,
And
that's great. So comfort's the most important thing.
comfort is it's everything because I think now when young people, especially if we talk about 12, 13, 14, 15, when they log into the bank app, they 90% can understand nothing. There is a lot of information, a lot of I don't know, numbers, options. It's too complicated, and they just want to save. And they have goals. They know what they do. They all the time want to to buy something, to save for something. They just don't have the enough comfortable platform to do that. And
That's fair.
that's the power to bring the innovation to this world.
So why did you? So you did the 12 to 25 because they need to be educated. So what trends and behaviors have you observed in your users when it comes to saving money? What do they? It's not about saving money; it's making money with the money you save, right? So it's not just about saving it; it's about because if you look at it, the euros are up against the dollar 13%, right? So you're always going to want to make money. So, but how do you do that? Is it about savings or is it about making money?
So it's about the behavior, because there is enough platform that you just can put your money. We want to affect about the behavior, and all the platform, all what we build, it's about to help the users to build the strong financial habits, and through that we will help them to reach financial goals. But we work about the habits. So at the beginning, it's not will be investing platform. It's not will be a coins platform. Maybe at the future, it's absolutely something that we're looking to do. But we work on the habits. We work on help young people to grow up, to empower, and that's the main mission of Babalata.
I love that. So
Thank you.
when gamification's becoming really popular today, but
Yeah.
how do you ensure that your users remain genuinely engaged and not just superficially entertained?
So it's going to work on a few stages. So the first one, we will combine a lot of videos, games that will just for have fun for the users, but learn in the same time. So games that will teach them about if it's saving money, if it's stocks, if it's coins, everything they interested in. The second part of that, it's going to be, we can call it compete with friends. For example, if you and I we want to go on vacation in Miami, and we need to save the same amount of money, so we will be able to put our goals one each other, and help one each other to be more committed and more consistent with how we save money.
No,
So
that's important because people do that verbally, but they don't really share ideas, right? Unless they're in like Reddit or something like that.
that's I think when you make something to be public and you tell about to people about your goals, so it's not just your goals, it's another people's goals. And when I said that we will work on gamification and gaming, but on community as well, we will bring the option to build groups, to make families group, to share your goal in social, to people get help, and support other people. So I think, and it's very psychological, but I think that when you tell people about your goals, there is tremendous impact for that, and you much more into it. Exactly when you, especially when you're young.
So, what's been your biggest challenge so far as a fintech startup, and how did you overcome it? And not just moving from Israel to the U.S. I'm sure that in itself was a challenge. But what challenges have you faced, and how do you overcome them?
Wow, so there is a lot of challenges. It's not easy world to work on, especially not when you new in this world. I think it's challenge, but but you can figure out how to solve it. So I think all the regulation and how to make a system that can work with young people and money, and make everything legal, make everything by the book. I think that's the biggest challenge. A lot of lawyers going to be involved and going to make sure that we do everything right, Another thing that we in a conversation with one of the biggest banks in America to be our BaaS provider. For all who don't know what is BaaS, it's banking as a service. So this is the company, the entity that gives you all the banking services from open account and transactions that you need to have in your app to be able to open accounts for users, make transfers, and provide them all they need for safe.
So, where do you see Babalata in the next 3 to 5 years? And what do you envision playing a role? What kind of role are you going to play in the financial lives of young people?
Wow. So first of all, we looking for launch in the next 10 months. So uh, when we will raise money, it will take us 6 months to go to beta testers and 10 months to launch for all the people. After a year, we expect for 100,000 users. It's mean that we will be really big in Florida and I guess another state. After that, we will go to the US. Um, where I see ourselves in 3 years. So I see ourselves in every school in the United States. I want Babalata to be part of the financial educational program in the US. I think Babalata will take a place of platform that comes not just to be another fintech, but to be something bigger than that, something that people proud to be a part of that, and platform that will empower people in a way that it will be part of the life. So it's gonna be in 3 years from now, and it's gonna be stronger in 5 years. But the mission is to be every place in the United States and help a lot of young people and parents to build strong financial habits, and it's going to be part of our life.
So, fintech is rapidly evolving. So, what trends do you anticipate for youth based financial technology for the future? I mean, because you don't hear about it that much, right? It's not focused on, but it's a good idea because you're planning the future. So, it would be good for banks to get started in banking relationships early, right? And I'm sure that's why you're going to the banks. And then
And
also, what kind of partnerships or collaborations are you looking for to really accelerate the growth?
so for the beginning, we will need a bank. It's not have to be like one of the known bank like Bank of America, Chase, all the bigs. It need to be BaaS provider. That's one of the first partnerships we will need to make. After that, as I said, all the legal aspect of Babalata, there is a lot of to do. We already in conversation, and we actually start to work with one of the biggest law firm in America. And
Why did you start with the lawyers first?
first of all, when you have an idea, you need to protect yourself. Second, you need to um, you need to have all the regulation that America asks you to have if you want to be able to work with young people and with money. And in general, in money,
Do you have to have a license for that? Do you need to be a licensed advisor or anything? Are there any rules around that?
so no, you're not going to give advising services,
Hmm.
but we're going to do it in a little bit more soft way, more about engage our users and less about like be serious about the all right, look, you need to do 1 2 3 4 and then you're going to be rich. No, we come to build it slowly and make it to be fit for young people. Um, for I want to go back to your question. So we looking for integrate with bank, but we see that as a company that will stand by herself. Um, we're not looking for do exit. We want to build company, strong company, and run with her as much as we can.
So, you've gone down through this journey. What's the most significant lesson you've learned on this journey as an entrepreneur that you would like to share with other founders?
Wow. So I feel that I'm not enough time in the industry or in the entrepreneur world. But I think the most important for me and the thing that makes me wake up every day in the morning and go to work from the early hours in the morning until night. I think when you wake up with a strong mission and you wake up to do something that you really believe in and you really want to do and want to make it happen. I think that's my power and that's how I do everything I do in general in life, not just with Babalata. I think you need to remember why you wake up in the morning and what your mission.
Hmm. How do you stay positive?
Wow. I think you need to look on the small success, small goals that you reach. You can't wait for something every day to something big to happen because it's not happened. You need to be happy with the small thing that you reach. You need to be happy with the I don't know with like short conversation that you had with someone or a good word that someone told you, and and be positive about everything you do. So I think that the small things that you reach, that's your positive.
So be positive and stay positive. That's true. I mean, the thing is, building a startup is like a roller coaster, and the situation is it's never going to be perfect. Just talk. My friend Elon Musk and what he's been able to do. So it's not a straight line, and you got to be ready for the ups and downs. Look at him.
Yeah,
Right? He took
it's
all basically all his money and invested in Tesla. He invested in SpaceX. He invested in the Boring Company, and he wasn't sure if he's going to make it because SpaceX at the beginning had some problems with the rockets. Right? He didn't know if it was going to put him out of business, and he needed money to fund Tesla.
yeah,
So he rolled the dice with his own money, and look what happened. It's unbelievable.
yeah.
So they're
You need to
incredible.
believe in yourself. You need to believe. You need, for example, I used to talk with some investor a few days ago, and he told me that he's not interested to continue. I could think that, oh my god, my idea it's bad, it's not gonna happen. But no, I know my idea is good. I know what I do. I know what I plan for the future. I need to keep going and do what I believe that I'm supposed to do.
So what's the most significant lesson you've learned during this journey? And we talked about that. But how do you personally define success? I mean, how do you go down through for yourself and for Babalata? How do you go down through and define and say this is successful, right? And I've done a great job, or I'm happy with myself because of what?
I think successful is that first of all, I love what I do. So I wake up every day in the morning and I love what I do. That's successful. Second, we built a team that believe in the companies, believe in the startup, and love Babalata. A lot of people that we talk with love the idea and want to be involved. And I think that's how I can that's how I see success. When we go forward all the time, every some days it's look more and some days it's look less, but I think we do great. I think we believe, and if we believe, we on the good direction, I think.
That's right. All right. So any closing thoughts and how do people get a hold of you?
How, again, please.
Closing thoughts. Any final thoughts and how do people get in touch with you? LinkedIn, Facebook, email.
So my LinkedIn, I'm all the day on the LinkedIn, so I will love to talk with everyone who love the idea, have any talks on LinkedIn. We can post my personal email. Um, yeah,
That's
that,
great.
uh,
That's fantastic. And so, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today. You're welcome. If after the show, we can jump back on. Just stay online and I'll come back. But thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us. And thanks to all the companies out there, all the VCs out there, all the founders for making GSD Venture Studios top global startups possible. It's because of you. If you like and subscribe and feel free to share it. Stay happy, stay safe, and stay healthy. And I'll be back to you again soon with another exciting edition. Thanks, everybody, and thanks, Imri.
thank you.